right. So today will be a good test. Drilled a couple of new balls for this new storm ball. Yep. Drilled a new storm ball that was sent to me. I drilled a couple other balls. Did a new pin down layout, trying to get it to react a little differently off the friction. A little smoother, not so dramatic. See if I can't round out the shape and get it to process just a little bit better. So we're rolling 5 games today, nothing major. On 39 feet, middle of the road, the new one. It's supposed to be higher volume, but there's a lot of friction in the middle. They're pretty tight down lane. But it starts up. It's almost like it's a funnel. Ball starts up in the middle. Looks like it's just going to hook and keep hooking, and then it just kind of hydroplanes a little bit. You'll see. It's weird. Very strange, but my ball reaction was good in practice. So we'll see how it is here in competition. I'm going to start with the storm ball. I touched the surface a little bit, hit it with a light 2000 pad. That way it wasn't still shiny. I'm calling it a storm ball because I'm not allowed to tell you what it is yet. I did a pin down layout on it. Smooth it out. Straighter's not an option today. There's too much friction. You got to use the friction, roll the ball forward, go around it. It's going to overhook off the friction in the middle. So I'm rolling it pretty forward, using the friction, and I'll use speed to my advantage. Twice a day. You see that ball over there? See how you might not have been able to see it, but picked up really early and then just kind of hydroplaned the rest of the way. 5 on a pair for 5 games on this. This might take a little while, but we'll see. Got my fancy new Polar X chamois. Get those over at polarx.com. I'll link it in the description. It's got magnets in it. Double leather. Pretty awesome. You go ahead. Come sail away with me. I'm jamming to music today. Hopefully I don't get copyright. Starting with my feet on 30. I'm looking at 18 in the front. See it just bail. Hooks in the middle and then kind of delays. But it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not like it quits. I think this is one of those times where it's important for the ball to not be overreactive off the dry, which is what I saw at the PBA events. My carry went away because it would over-respond on the dry. So then I'd have to manipulate it to get it to the pocket so it didn't go high. And generally that means I got to throw it harder, which means then it's getting too far down lane. But if I threw it slower, it would overhook in the friction. So these pin down layouts are perfect to try and combat that friction and the overreaction on the friction. So these are those areas where I talk about how layouts are important when you're building tougher things. Trying to manipulate the balls to not be so responsive or to get them to be responsive off the dry. Doesn't mean you're going to get the ball to hook earlier or later. It just means you're going to get it to react differently off the dry. So keep that in mind. Trying to play the lanes the same. You can't just pitch it right, dude. Good grief. Frame 2 already throwing bad shots. That one didn't stand up off the dry. Like the other ones did. So silly. So those are the ones that are frustrating. You go ahead. Maybe this lane's a pinch tighter. Who knows? Using a weaker ball. Strong cover, strong pearl cover on this ball. Again, I touched the surface to smooth it out a little bit, so I think they will start to tighten up, and I can start getting stronger with my hand. See people washing out. So there's a lot of friction to start. Ugh. I think we're gonna not worry about the score so much. So if we can just focus in on the ball reaction. See if this one bails. Last one did. Yeah, right lane's tighter. Sorry for all the movement. Trying to get everything in a good spot. I'm seeing 210s now, buckets. So the lanes are definitely transitioning, stretching a little bit. So I'm not going to move right. I'll make sure I throw this one a lot better, a little stronger. Yeah, for a center that's out in the middle of nowhere, basically, it's pretty nice. New surface, new approaches, new lanes, new scoring. Pretty nice place. And yet we can't get a lot of the bigger centers in the big areas that make all the money to upgrade their equipment. How funny is that? Still got all the old school machines and everything, old school scoring. And I guess I get it, it's a big nut. A lot of money to put into something, but if you don't modernize, people are going to gravitate towards the centers that are more modern. My back's a little tight from that drive. It's only 2 hours. Still. A little tight. Still tight. A little tighter down one in here. What? Well, there's nothing I can do about it right now. You're hungry. Just hold on a minute. You're gonna have to just hold on. Why don't you go check out the game room, see what games are over there. I think they're off right now, but they're back there. Right, this way. Back there, that way. Huh? You're not gonna go check them out right now? They're all back there, but they're off. Go check it out. I got a bowl, bud. I got a bowl, just hold on. I'll be 7 next month. You gotta let me go. Yeah, this thing's not flaring much at all. almost 9 pin. Watch out, watch out.
You're B.
Come here.
That's all right.
Out to the truck. There's a charging bank in the front. Charger.
Can you watch your phone?
No, my phone is doing recording right now. Sorry for the delay. I'm gonna run out and get my boy a charger.
For like, no, they were already here. I was out.
His iPad died already.
They were here.
Don't do that. Here, go find a plug somewhere.
I didn't even do a handshake in there.
They just, yeah.
I gotta get a little stronger with my hand on this lane. There we go. Grab your iPad. Sit right here. So hide under the table. Now, where do you want to go? This is the closest thing. You don't want to hide under the table?
Want a chair back here with me?
You want to sit in a chair? Yeah. Let's grab a chair. Here, take this.
You can watch all my stuff when I'm out there. How's that sound? Help me out a little bit.
Chair right here. You can sit right there. Just let it charge for a minute. All right. Now his iPad's charging. It's got the front 7 over there. So we got 45 bowlers taking the top 12. Top 4 get a bye. So that's what we're after, is at least getting that bye. pay attention to ball reaction. Trying to get better at focusing on little things and doing the right things, just bowling. Got that last one left over here. Just make sure not to do that. That's better. Good shot. Good shot. The ball's looking pretty good. Not even gonna lie. So other than one really bad shot in the second frame, so far looking like a pretty good game. I'm starting to think that this is an 80-degree VAL angle, so it puts the pin way down. Not quite in my bridge, but about an inch below my fingers. Or not quite in my center grip, I should say, but about an inch below my fingers. You'll see some decent scores because there's friction. I have a few guys really whack it. And you'll have some people struggle because they haven't seen something other than a house shot in a while. Just to be expected.
The way it exploded.
Coming to a pair where kids using urethane next game. So that could make things a little dicey. Using a red IQ 78. Could make things better, could make things worse. We'll find out. This is the tight lane. Make sure to throw this one solid. Oh boy, a lot. Thank you. That went very good.
Yeah. I had a 71.
pass when I got to the right, like I did that second frame, but because my hand was stronger, it helped it pick up. That's good. Yeah, very good. Thank you. So later in the day, I might get to like pin up eternity, pin up exotic gem, a little quicker bowling balls. Might be able to stay with this all day. We'll see. I threw the harsh reality, which is shiny. Threw a little bit of practice, and it got down the lane pretty good. Made the right move in the middle of the lane, but it was too slow. Too slow down lane. I like the real tight flare that this layout does for me. We're good.
Lane 21 at the 9. Lane 21 at the 9.
Shot. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Right, so I think I did figure it out with the softer patterns, kind of layouts I can use, with the angles that I like to play. This makes sense. I was having a conversation with Alan. I mean, it wasn't really a conversation. I sent him a text about this theory, and he sent me one text back, and we kind of just left it at that. Well, I left it at that. I didn't respond. I'm just like, all right. Took what he said, and all right, I understand. Made some changes, drilled a couple of different balls with these layouts. I think we're seeing the shape we're looking for, something we can manage a little bit better. So I really felt like with the stronger layouts, the pin-up layouts, because of how responsive they are to friction, it forced me to have to throw it harder to get it to slow down, to get it to be more rounded shape. But then it would get it too far down lane, so then I would have to bring the surface down to get it to start up quicker. And then it would almost either make it too slow or it would get it offline too quick in the front part of the lane because of the surface. So figuring out types of layouts that work for your game, even if they do only make a minor difference. Like we're just talking about a minute change in how the core responds to friction, or how the core helps the cover respond to the friction. We're not talking about feet. We're not talking about the ball hooking feet sooner or feet later. We're just talking about the response time that the ball has off of the friction downline. That's all. Because, I mean, if you're using a ball that is too quick response time, even if it's a super clean ball, it can get to the back of the pattern, make a quick motion, and then hydrant lane like that. If you saw that shot on that left lane on 16, that was Wallachek. His ball hooked and stopped, and then looked like it almost backed up. I mean, it didn't really back up, but it looked like it just didn't want to continue there. And that's because his ball it's too responsive. It's using up too much energy there. It's not processing. It's not rolling on. It's not losing rotation throughout the lane. It's losing it all too much in one spot. I know I'm talking a lot about this, but I'm trying to just get the point across for you guys. I'm hoping it makes sense. And I think I wouldn't even been able to make this decision on the pin down layouts if it wasn't for Bull U. If it wasn't for seeing things different and understanding what I'm seeing now. Catch the first game pot. Be strong but relaxed. Relaxed hand, but strong. Good job. One more. Strong but relaxed. I got a lucky break there. That's that forward roll. Get that roll going forward, it'll trip that 4-pin a lot of times. That was strong, but not relaxed. So my hand did not do the right thing. Or my, didn't relax enough. I'm gonna try a different ball. Why? Because I can. Let's try this Outer Limits Pearl with a little surface. It's probably gonna hook more. I'm actually gonna move a couple left just to be safe. See what this ball does. 2 and 1 left with this ball. See where it goes. Stone 8. Oh, I picked up a lot earlier. Nice.
Oh, yeah. I already did run snap any down lane ball reaction, but
You not do what now?
I have no idea how you're getting anything to hook down lane. Our shit is burning up before the arrows, and it just goes straight.
Yeah, these ones are hooking early too.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. I don't know how you're getting down lane ball
You
reaction.
just got to be fancy. You got to be fancy.
That's not in my arsenal.